Start record edit form. I want to open a particular record in the edit form. If I specify the ID of the record, I want to open a particular record in the edit form. I want to create a new record, or else I want to open an existing record in the edit form with same properties of the field. With the same properties of the field. Then how do you specify it? We have lightning input field. The second one is lightning record edit form. Lightning record edit form, and we have lightning input field. So in this we are supposed to specify two attributes. What was this? What is the record? Which record are you referring to? Which record are you referring to? Which object? If you specify the object and if you specify the ID of the record, then I can open that record from that object. Then what we have? Record ID. ID of the record which you want to open in the edit form. Object API name of the object which you want to open. In case if you have any record type, and you want to open this record with this particular record type, then ID of the record type. Then we have events. When the record is loaded, what to perform. On submission, what to perform. On success, on error. Okay. At this moment, we are only looking at creating a form. We are not working on the controller side. We are only trying to create the forms. Now look at this. Object API name. Lightning application. Record edit form. Lightning. Object API. Object API name. Object API name account. Now what we are trying to do, if you specify which object is this, then I am going to give lightning input field name, So I was giving here lightning record edit form, name of the object, because I am not opening the existing record. I want to create a new record. So object name, object API name, field name industry phone. Then let us give what happened here. Now we got name required, industry, phone type. Right, boss? Are you clear about this? Now we are creating this record. Record edit form. Record edit form. So what are the properties we had? Once again, let us see this. What are the properties we had? Record ID of the record, API name, class, record type ID. These are the events. Action triggered when the record is loaded, when the data is loaded, when the data is submitted, on success, on error. These are the actions. Right. Record edit form. record edit form. We are defining record edit form. Record edit form. I hope you are good with this one. I hope you are good with this one. Right. So let us go to the next one. Let us go to the next one. Suppose if the record, I want to open this record, I want to open any one of the existing record which is already saved. I want to open any one of the existing record which is already saved. Then in that case, look at the next example. This is a new record. This is a new record. If you want to open any one of the existing record, everybody has followed. Now what is the extra attribute we had? What ID equal to? So go to the particular record. So go to application. Here, opening the record. So if you pass the ID, we can give it. That ID can be a dynamic also. Now we made it as a static. You can give it as dynamic. We can give it as a dynamic. I can pass this ID as a dynamic. How can you pass? Default. So down the line we can, I want to convey the message. Down the line you can open this record. We can pass the ID of the record as an attribute, or you can, from the controller we can use the ID and ID of the element and set the value, and we can open the record in the form of edit. Right, boss? I can make this ID as a dynamic. How can you set the value of attribute? From controller, can you set the value of attribute? Well, when you click on a button, record will be saving. Whatever the record that is saved, ID will be given to you. That ID I am setting to this attribute so that this record will be opened in the form of edit. Right? So we can make it dynamic. So have you followed this? Record edit form. If you want to open a record, if you want to create a new record, or if you want to open any one of the existing record in the edit form, we can go with record edit form. When you are using record edit form, we are supposed to go with lightning input field. Field name equal to name of the field. I hope everyone is good with this. Clear? Right, boss? Okay. Now same, I can also go for view. I want to open the record in the view. Readable format, in the view format. So record view form. Not, we can pass it. We can also use record has ID. It's too early to discuss that point. It is too early to discuss that point. We can also pass record has ID. Okay, force has record ID. We can use it. We can use it. So when you go to the Lightning data services, I will discuss that point. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. What is the next one? View form. What is that view form? Lightning record view form. When is a Lightning record view form? We want to open a record in the view. I want to make it readable format. I want to make it as a readable format. So how to make it as a view format? Now, okay, let us go back to the view form. Let us take the first example. So what was the component name? Record view form. Now if it is a detail page, view means detail format. If it is a detail format, what we do? If it is a detail format, what we do? If it is a edit format, input will give. If it is a detail, we give output. Here also output field. Same story I can write it. Okay, let me write one more time for your practice. Lightning equal to come again, Amma. Then we are supposed to give extents. This is the format we are getting. Now, to get a proper UI, you are supposed to go for applying some CSS or go for a card or go for your layout structure. So that you get a proper structure here. I hope you are good with this record view form. So we are able to get the record in the view form. So basically, we had one more component which is called record form. We had one more component which is called record form. If we straight away give record form is straight away giving layout mode. Layouts will be of two types: full and compact. When you say layout, full and compact, it was the record. This is a compact amount. What you are finding here is a compact. This is full layout. This is full layout. This is compact. Now you want to refer to the fields of the compact or you want to refer to the fields of full. We can also use a record form. It is simplified version compared to record edit or record view. Okay, it is simplified form compared to record editor, record view. It is simplified form. Simply give the ID of the record, API name, and give layout equal to full. Then automatically all the fields on the detail page will be coming here. Layout equal to compact. Automatically all the fields of the compact will be coming here. So it is a simplified form. So basically, let me give the same structure one more way. View form. So let me give you this. Only the additional point is so we have got SLDS box. Now we got this as a box. Now if you want to see the properties of this SLDS box again, SLDS box is a parent component. In the parent component, what are the properties we have again? As we have seen, SLDS P padding. Similarly, what are the properties we have? Box, size, SLDS box, basic structure, small, box, small size, right. So SLDS, what are the properties we have? SLDS box, SLDS box size, SLDS box size. We can apply here. What is the property we have used here? SLDS box. We can also give XLDS box sizes. What are the sizes we have? Size. Okay. What was that? Default. Okay. Then what is this? Small. We got here the point here. Small, XX small, X small. The same property is what we got there. We can apply the properties here. What is that? SLDS box underscore X small, XX small, small. Are you getting my point? Right? So SLDS box is a property to create a box. If you want a box, what is the SLDS we need to give? So class SLDS box. Now previously I was applying div. Every time I write a div, I am going to style and I am saying width, height, okay, margin, all those. Now can I skip off that? Previously, when I am writing, every time I am going to style and saying width of the box, height of the box, border, margin. Now I will split it. I will skip that by using simply class equal to SLDS box. By using this, I can skip off that. I hope you are good with this. People have followed this. Clear for everyone? So what are the components we have seen? Record view form, record edit form, record form. Record form simply straight away we can give it. But if you want to give your own fields, then record edit form is the suitable option. Generally we go with record edit form or record view form. Detail page or edit page. I hope you are good with this. And from now I will stop using that SLDS and giving width, height, margins, and I will straight away go with the SLDS box so that we get a border for the box. Right, Emma? Okay. Now let us go to the next one. These theory notes we can the theory, when I find time, I'll be writing it. But I hope you followed this concept, right? Right, boss. Now let us go to the next example. Next concept. Try to understand this. Listen carefully. It is very important. Then we are going for record data table. Shall we go for a new component or shall we do an example? I want you to make this example. This is avatar symbol. If you are going for a lightning avatar, the size of the avatar can be increased. We have a specifications. We have specifications and avatar sizes. We can increase the sizes. What was the size? Size X small, small, medium, large. Now I want this image to be large. So I have to give size equal to large. So right, size equal to large, and I have to print ICS application, and I want you to print what was that button group login, and I want you to print some symbol here. When you click on that symbol, it should show. What is that? Icon, button icon. We can create a button icon. Okay. So the button icon you can give it as a utility settings. Button icon name should be what? Utility. Right. Then I have here. Now one of the existing record of account should be displayed here. One of the existing record of account. So how do you display the existing record? Record view form. Record view form will show the existing record. Now, if you give account view form, you get the data like this. Name Wipro. Like this you get it. Now, if you want the data to be like this, the view form will not work again. You have to define your own structures. Okay. Let us assume I want to create a data like this. Now this should be displayed like this, and this thing should be within a box. Then here, contact record. This will not come in the structure actually. This will come in the form of how will you get this? Okay. So let me give. This should be created with using a card I want you to create. If the footer, I will need to get some buttons here. This is my requirement. Start building this requirement. Start building this requirement. So first, how do you build this? Lighting only. so surely you should be from JNTU, right? JNTU Anantapura, Kakinada. Right. Now look at this. How do you create it? First I should go for lightning layout. Layout size. Layout in the layout 1, layout item 1, layout item 2. Layout item 1 size 12. Layout item 2 size 12. In the layout item 1, we need to go for a card, lightning card. In the card, we need to go for title, avatar, size large. Then okay, for what is it? How do you give the icon name? Attribute name. For how do you give the icon name? Fallback icon name. Fallback icon name equal to some name. Okay, some standard icons you can give. Then how do you get that? Attribute, set attribute actions. Then we are getting a button group. In the button group, first group is label login. Second button icon. Icon name is utility settings. Then second page block. Okay, second one. Okay, lightning layout items. In the layout item, create a layout. Again, create a layout, complete layout, and split them into 3 sections. In the 3 sections, what we are doing? 1, 2, 3. Now the sizes you can adjust. I want to take some 3, 6, 3 as per your requirement. 3, 6, 3. Then in the first layout, what we are taking? Record view form, account object, data. We need to pass. Second, edit form, record edit form of contact, object type contact, edit form. Third one, lightning card. In the lightning card, I am giving some just data. Wipro, TCS, Dell, and footer I am giving a button. In the footer I am giving a button. Can you build this? Can you build this? Right, boss? Right. Take the structure. I'll give you one more requirement. Now if you start writing, so tomorrow class should be cancelled. Right, okay. Now, but as per my, whatever the example I have given, you can refer to that example, create the structure. Let me give you the next one. Let me give the next one. Now, look at the next one. Account, now, what was that button? Toggle, stateful button. Okay. Then I'm going to create here. I was supposed to create. Now, you are supposed to implement all the concepts together and build this. Now, don't build this like application. First, build them like a components. Now, how should you build? This is one component. This is another component. This is another component. Join them in the application. Now, I have directly shown in the application. Now, what do? You design this one, first one, in one component. The second one in another component. Third one in another component. Now, I am going to enter the data, click on save. The moment I click on save, the record should be added here. Now if I enter any data in this block, click on save, automatically the data should be added here. How this is possible? How it is possible? Application level events. Application level events. Now total how many components are there in this? 3 records. Now the moment a record is added to this component, the bottom component also should be updated. 3 records. One more record, total 4 records. One more record, total 5 records. Now how will you achieve this? How will you achieve this? Now what is this? Component 1. Component 1. Component 2. Component 3. Component 4. Now this component should be added to the layout item. You have to create 4 different components. Again, what is the structure? Layout, lighting layout, okay, layout item 1. In the layout item 1, component 1. Layout item 1, size 12, component 1. Again, layout item, size 12. In that, again we have layout item. Layout item 1, layout item 2. In layout item 1, component 2. In layout item 3, component 3. Then any event is occurring on component 2, that should be notified to component 3, component 4. Then, now if you want to notify any information to the siblings, what type of event we use? Application level events. So write an application level event to get this data. So now this is a complete example about events, layouts, and we have seen about application. Okay, application level events, layouts, components, layout items, and if you want to go for a form, we can go with the right like we have lightning card, lightning layout, events, client side controller. I hope you're good. When you click on this data, you can also save the data to Apex class, then get the data, then you can also display. It's up to your choice how you expand it. If you implement this example, so we'll be covering client side controller, server side controller, events, lightning card, lightning layout. Okay, implement these 2 examples. I hope you're good. Okay. So try these examples.